we've updated some of the theming area for Tidal Wave, and we've brought back a really cool flame effect.
I know there's been a few updates on some of the rides, such as Stealth with its new baggage system.
It is bringing facial recognition to ride photography.
I'm a very, very happy man right now because we are here outside of Black Mirror Labyrinth with a fantastic new sign.
Shall we take a little bit of a closer look? We can't go in, but I can get you a bit closer.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Yo, what is going on, guys? My name is TheJackSilkstone. Today I am here back at the Thorpe Park Resort, and I'm going to be meeting up with Russ, the park's commercial director, who's going to be showing us all of the exciting new changes that have happened over winter. Let's go.
Hi guys, my name's Russ. I'm the commercial director here at Thorpe Park Resort, and I'm here once again with TheJackSilkstone to show you all around the new updates for the 2021 season.
So we are here at the Plaza out the front of the park, and already I'm noticing this brand new food unit, Russ. It's looking fantastic.
Yes indeed. Welcome to Thorpe Park Express. We've rocked up out the front of the park. So what we'll be doing with this unit, you'll remember this from Amity, which was positioned outside Stealth for a number of years. It's been taken away. We've given it a bit of a spruce up inside and out, and now we'll be serving Costa coffee and bacon rolls and vegan rolls in the mornings, and then there'll be hot dogs and snacks and slush and coke and all that and ice creams at the end of the day.
Brilliant, it looks absolutely fantastic. I love the new branding with the Thorpe Park Express and everything. And I think I'll definitely be getting a bacon roll in the morning on opening day.
We'll be queuing up hopefully. Other updates for us this year. When we joined last time, we updated a lot of the Plaza area here, beginning of last year. We've made some further enhancements to the drop-off car park, so that's now got a barrier in. Don't worry, you've still got 30 minutes to park there for free and wait if you're picking up, dropping off or anything like that. So anybody that is just coming onto the park just to purely drop off or collect, just go into that drop-off section under the barrier. Your reg number will take you, and you'll be let out free of charge after 30 minutes. Very nice. And obviously loads of updates here as well. So we obviously changed a couple of our security procedures in the middle of last season as well. We've made some of these a little bit more permanent. We've got some updated security equipment, refreshed the branding and the signage again, and again it's all about streamlining that entrance onto park whilst keeping everybody safe at the same time.
So in terms of guests arriving here in the morning, say I've got a bag, am I going
yeah, so similar to before. If you've got a bag, basically when you get to this point you're either left or right.
Okay.
If you don't have a bag, it's straight down the middle. Everybody will still go through a search process, but it will be streamlined depending on that. Okay. Also worth noting, at the moment everybody will still get their temperature checked on the way in as well, which will happen at this point.
Okay, it's just been made into a bit of a quicker process.
Absolutely.
For everyone when they arrive.
Yeah.
Wonderful. All right, let's head into the park itself.
Let's do it.
So we've reached the Thorpe Shark cabins, which I know, Russ, there was a bit of confusion as to if they'd be opening for when the park does, but we can confirm that they are in fact opening, right?
They're absolutely open for April the 12th, indeed. As part of the government Step 2 regulations, we're able to open on April the 12th. Because of the unique nature of how our Thorpe Shark cabins are designed, all the entrance and exits are outdoors. We can adapt our reception area, and we've adapted our on-site dining in the evenings as well. There's a lot of detail to go through with that, so it's quite we've had to make quite a few changes, but yeah, we'll go through that another time perhaps.
Yeah, I think we're just about to film a whole different video, so if you want more details on the Thorpe Shark cabins and the process that you go through, keep an eye on the channel. So, just as we're about to enter through the Domerus, I believe there are some very exciting changes that have happened over this winter period.
Absolutely.
That, I've heard a few things about, but I haven't seen properly yet, so I'm very excited. Let's go and check them out.
Let's go and check it out.
Oh, yes. Oh, wow. It's very blue. Obviously obviously a few years back we had all of the changes in terms of the theming and stuff, and is this the next kind of stage?
This was the next stage. I think, well, we did our video in June last year, and I remember telling you that when I started here 20 years ago, we put the floor down, we put the theming up. The theming was stripped back, and we went for this more chilled vibe for last year, and now we've done the floor as well and followed through. Yeah, it just brings it to life a bit, very shiny. It's quite cool, and in Thorpe Park colours.
Oh yeah, so I have to admit, after many years of use and the big top showtime, I know the floor was looking a little bit scuffed, but look at this. And I noticed just we walked past a new board of Memories Made, so that's cool. Obviously, see if you guys can spot yourselves on there. There's some familiar faces, but yeah, that's looking fantastic. And I believe there's going to be some feedback points installed.
Yeah, absolutely. Obviously, you joined us today a few days before we're open, so you'll have to excuse a little bit of the works that we're still just getting ready for you. But yeah, we'll be putting on some more iPad touchscreens to get the feedback. As I always say in these videos and all the time, you know, we really do genuinely listen to all guest feedback that we receive from emails, text, social media, and also these iPads that we have around the resort are really important as well. We read every comment, we look at every score, and we do react to it.
That's great to hear. And obviously, in terms of the dome, obviously Infinity won't be able to open presumably at the start of the season. But any other changes you can tell us about in the dome?
So for the dome for this year, we'll certainly start when we reopen on Monday, the 12th of April. As the coffee shack will open, but for takeaway only, so there'll be no seating at all inside the dome whatsoever. So it means we'll just get to enjoy all of the floor in all of its glory. And also the regulations sadly don't allow us to open any indoor arcades. Okay. So the guys are just setting up the machines here ready, but that will be sadly behind a curtain until we can open, which we're hoping to be May 17th, and that'll also be the Amity Arcade as well.
Okay, it's certainly looking very fresh at the moment, so I can't wait for everyone to see it in person. So just checking out the dome here, Russ, I'm noticing we've got some brand new kind of signage over here at the photo collection point.
Absolutely, Jack. Our partners at Homvom, who are the new name for Pixel, those of you who are in the know, are launching a brand new product with us here on Monday the 12th of April here at Thorpe Park and also at all the towers. It's called Imagic, and it is bringing facial recognition to ride photography. It is a really, really cool product. Essentially, you take a selfie on your own mobile phone, you log in to the system, you then go and enjoy your day, you go on all the rides, you maybe take some roaming photography from the photographers around the resort, and then as your day goes through, photos of yourself will ping up on your stream as you go through, and then you can decide whether you want to pay for them or not at the end of the day. Simple.
That's very cool. And I've never heard of this before. Is this like one of the first times this is being used?
Yeah, so the Homvom are our new brand partner for photography, and they're across the majority of the Merlin sites in the UK. And as part of that transition, they've got this facial recognition technology that they're installing, and ourselves here at Thorpe and Alton are the lucky ones to try it out first of all, and all being well, it should roll out to the other attractions after that.
That's very cool. So does it still work as it used to, so you can buy a printed version that you could then collect here, say, or
absolutely
digital versions?
Yes, we'll still be able to offer those services as before, but what we've seen over the years is there is a definite move for people wanting digital photography more and more. I don't think we're quite at the stage of eradicating the physical print altogether yet, but so you'll still absolutely be able to get a physical print. But digital photography and the instant nature of it as well is what our guests are asking for.
No, that's certainly very, very clever how you won't have to kind of search for these pictures. They'll literally appear on your phone.
Absolutely.
You can choose if you want them.
Yep, so you can literally go on the rides, straight off the ride onto the next ride. You don't need to go to the counter, no association. This is your association, and away you go.
That's very cool. I'm excited to try it out when the park opens.
Yeah, absolutely. as you just spotted, got some new finger post signage out,
lovely.
looking nice and smart with the Thorpe Park branding. We just tried to do that again in more little corners of the resort this year. Amity Kebabs has had a bit of a refresh, Colossus Dogs has had a bit of a refresh, and a few of our other units as well. So not necessarily groundbreaking, but all the time just trying to lift up the branding of the resort.
And I notice on these signposts, there's no areas. Is that a big change that's happened?
No, it's not so much a big change. The areas are still very much here. You'll still get the experiential, you know, there's no mistaking what Amity is or the jungle. But for those signs, they're very directional. And again, we've been listening to what our guests want. And at a point when you're here in the park, you just want the next ride. Where do I want to go next? Where is the swarm? Where is Sword the ride? So that's the quickest way of doing that.
Makes sense, yeah. So we've made our way down here outside of the mega store, which every time we film one of these videos, Russ, you always tease me with the mega store saying that there are changes, but you can't quite show them. Is today finally the day?
Today's the day, yes. We have actually got these ready to show you today. This is a store that's always close to my heart because I've worked in it a number of years over my time here at Thorpe, and we've made some more changes this year. We'll still have all the COVID provisions in place in terms of the one-way section and the face masks when you enter. By the way, sometimes you might see us not in face masks today. It's because we are in a closed park today and we are keeping to 2 meters regulations, but we will have face masks on all the time when we're open. Little side note. But when we're back in here inside in the store, yeah, we've got all these fantastic new features and fittings.
It looks fantastic. And have we got some new merchandise to look forward to this year as well?
Yes, indeed. I've got a little bit I can show you today, and then again, a little bit like last year, we'll be drip feeding it through as we go through the year. We've got quite an exciting range that will drop around May time actually, which will be good. I hope we'll invite you back and show you through that. For the time being, we've got some cool. The pin badges are in. I can show you through those.
And will we be seeing kind of event-specific merchandise as well throughout the year, just like was introduced last year?
Absolutely. We showed you through the Oktoberfest stuff, and I think one of your first questions to me when I met you a year ago was about Fright Night.
It was, yeah, I remember
that.
Yeah.
So absolutely, yeah, we want to support the events, and the events are bigger and better. Oktoberfest will be back with a vengeance this year on 3rd of September, so that'll be running throughout the pretty much all of September, and obviously, as I don't need to tell you,
big year for Bright Nights, 20th anniversary,
so there's no way that we couldn't support that in some way.
And I noticed just behind you we've got this lovely little Black Mirror banner.
Indeed, yeah, the most anticipated ride, I think, or attraction, I should say, at Thorpe Park. So when that opens in the middle of May, as part of the Step 3 regulations, we'll have a small range of merchandise to support that as well. And
I'm hoping you're going to be able to show us a little bit from the outside when we head over there in a little bit.
Absolutely, yes, we can take you through there.
Side note, I'm excited to see you guys in lederhosens again. I can't wait for that.
So I've got some pin badges obviously ready to go for Monday. We will continually introduce new pin badges as we go through the whole season, so make sure you keep an eye out. But for opening day, again, it's a big year of anniversaries this year. So Detonator 20 years, Vortex 20 years, so we've got a couple of commemorative pin badges for those. I was here when they both opened. Depth Charge, Storm in a Teacup, and of course the old fabled Pirates 4D gets a look in as well this year.
Oh yeah, so you're really focusing on kind of, well, I presume these will be kind of limited edition, only sold for the anniversary of the ride.
Yeah, absolutely. So with these pin badges, we are taking more of a once it's gone stance with it. So we would rather do fewer quantity of more designs to get them out there and to sort of increase the collectability a little bit. And also we can see what's popular, and if we get a really popular one, then we could look at a reorder if we need to. But it's about just keeping the range fresh.
Yeah, and the designs are fantastic. They're really cool. And yeah, I presume the online store's still going well.
Online store's still rocking and rolling. That hasn't stopped since the day we opened it in June last year. Absolutely still going, and we did some nice January specials in there as well. We did some good, did some nice sale items in there, and again we'll keep doing that throughout the season. So every now and then we'll give it a little burst of activity and see what we've got around in the park, and yeah, we'll continue to do that.
Yeah, and obviously the park released the very rare 2020 maps on the store, so it's definitely worth keep checking back on the store to see if there's anything cool like that.
Exactly.
That gets added.
You never know when there might be a little treat like that.
So coming out of the mega store there and looking over Tidal Wave, I'm a bit taken back, Russ. We've had a few major changes here.
Yes, indeed. We've updated some of the theming area for Tidal Wave in its 21st year now, 22nd year, and we've brought back a really cool flame effect. Something you might remember the giant gas balls.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's sadly still gone, but we've got a really cool flame effect that comes out from the petrol pump over there. We've got some fresh new audios that's going to surprise everyone from the clock tower over there. Traffic lights are back. And the boats have sadly had to be relocated for the time being until we find a new place for them.
It's looking fantastic though, and you say the fire effect is back. That's very exciting. Oh yes, looks wonderful. And I also noticed, Russ, in the queue line and at the main entrance, it seems like it looks a lot brighter than it was.
Yeah, absolutely. Part of what I was saying earlier, all those touches that really make a difference, I think, just to give the life of the park in terms of the theming. Queue lines, whether it's big ride signage like the Tidal Wave entrance or just small little bits and touches around the rest of the resort, we've really tried to look over everything across this winter. So Jack, you may remember last time we were here, we were dressed slightly more scantily clad.
Yes.
And I introduced you to Nitrogene.
Yes.
Ice cream made from nitrogen and science. So Nitrogene is a brand which we're no longer using. However, nitrogen-based ice cream is still very much the order of the day for our brand new rethemed unit, which is going to be called Cookies and Creamery. Still very much ice cream made with nitrogen, and the hero product for this from this unit this year will be ice cream sandwiches. And I did actually taste one earlier today, and can confirm it's like eating a main meal. It is. They are gorgeous. So we can go and see if we've got anything ready for you now.
Oh, I wasn't expecting this. Whilst we're here, I should also mention we've got Ghost Train, which I think is due to open kind of mid-May kind of time, so excited to get back in there again.
Okay, good.
I wasn't expecting this though. Thank you very much.
I hope you enjoy it.
Oh my god, I really wasn't expecting this, Ross, but I'm definitely not complaining. It looks amazing.
I'm still trying to work out how to eat it. I'm really interested in seeing how
I'm just going to go for like burger style.
Go for it.
Oh my god. I can confirm, it's very good.
It's so big.
It's huge. So here we've got what appears to be a very refreshed new fast track kiosk. It's looking beautiful in there. Just another little update for the park.
Absolutely, refreshed, revamped. We're using all the adjectives today. Another little corner of Thorpe Park that's got the splash of blue and orange. We've also got some more brand new TDMs in here as well, so that means that you can actually purchase your fast track tickets using the machines, again, just to really speed up that journey, so we can get you back on the rides as quickly as possible.
Brilliant. Yeah, I didn't even notice the kind of do-it-yourself machines, so that's very good. And just as we take a stroll this way, I know there's been a few updates on some of the rides, such as Stealth with its new baggage system.
Yep.
But in terms of COVID precautions, what can we expect when the park opens on Monday?
So, for those guests who've been here with us before, who were here last year, majority of the restrictions or implementations are still there for this year. So still very much we need to maintain social distancing at all times of 2 meters for all of our guests and our staff. The rule of 6 or 2 households is still very much a thing, and will be on hand, and we'll have loads of social distancing hosts available on the resort who can help out with that and guide guests and information around that as well. And I guess face mask use sort of grew and grew as we went through last season, and this season it's very simple. Face masks will be required on all of our rides and attractions. Nice and simple message, just to keep everybody safe.
Does that continue on to indoor spaces as well, and shops and
yeah, absolutely. So in any indoor spaces, in fact, most of our staff will be wearing them all the time. Like I said, I'm only not today because we're closed and I'm a little distance away from you. But for our guests, they don't need to wear them in the open air. However, any indoor spaces and of course any restaurants won't actually be open for indoor dining until May the 17th anyway.
Okay, and talking of indoor spaces, as a little segue, just behind me I noticed we can no longer see Jungle Escape. Are we expecting to see it open for opening, or? So
Jungle Escape, naturally an indoor attraction, so we certainly won't be open for April the 12th sadly, along with Devon Brown's Ghost Train, The Walking Dead the Ride and Angry Birds 4D. However, we'll be looking to get them open as soon as we possibly can when the regulations allow.
Beautiful, good stuff. And I think next up you're going to go and show us the very exciting Black Mirror Labyrinth, the outside.
The outside.
So just as we are making our way towards Black Mirror Labyrinth, we started asking Russ about food at the resort. Obviously COVID has made everything a little bit more complicated, but if you could just clear up what will be open within the first few weeks of the park season.
Absolutely, so we're endeavouring to open all of our food and beverage units from day one. However, there might be some units that normally you're able to eat inside, and we're making them outdoors or takeaway only options. So for example, pizza pasta, sombreros, street food will be open for business, but they'll be for takeaway only. In terms of table service, we'll have 2 areas on the resort where you can actually sit down and we can serve you to the table, and that will be right here in Wilderness Bar and Kitchen, and also the Infinity Garden Dining up at the Dome as well.
And things like Burger King and KFC, presumably they'll be just takeaway.
Absolutely, like yeah. So our friends from Burger King, KFC, walked around with them this morning. They're all ready to go for Monday as well. But they'll be fully takeaway only, so there will be no seating inside their restaurants whatsoever.
But if you fancy a burger, you can still go and grab one.
Absolutely.
Right, time for Black Mirror now. I'm so excited. Oh yes, I'm a very, very happy man right now because we are here outside of Black Mirror Labyrinth with a fantastic new sign. Look at that, Ross. It's amazing. It looks brilliant.
We are so close, aren't we? We are nearly there. I think everyone's been so patient, none more so than yourself. I think you've done about 4 or 5 videos in this little patch of concrete saying how excited you are. Have you gone any further than this point yet?
Absolutely not.
Shall we take a little bit of a closer look? We can't go in, but I can get you a bit closer.
Oh, let's do it. Let's do it. Whilst we're walking, I also noticed this whole area has been opened up a bit more.
Yeah, just to allow for greater guest flow around there. Yeah,
that's great to see.
We still need to clear and tidy, but yeah.
I don't know why I'm delaying this. Let's go. Let's go. Oh boy, I was not expecting this. Oh wow, this has all changed so much, even since
Oh gee.
Like, there used to be rocks and stuff here, didn't there?
I think because there's going to be so many people coming through, we wanted to make it nice and steady.
Oh wow!
Oh my!
Look at this! That's
that
very
is it,
cool.
I can't go
that's fine. I wasn't even expecting to get this close.
But yeah, no, we're really excited. We've had lots of walkthroughs with it. The team has, and also actually the delay has meant that we've been able to put even more focus on it, lots of little tweaks and updates onto it, so it'll be even better than actually we first thought.
Well, I'm a bit lost for words at the moment, Russ. This has got me so excited. So presumably you'll queue in this the old slammer queue.
Yep.
And then you'll be sent down here.
Absolutely. You'll be queue in the old slammer queue. Come round in batches, and then there's a bit of pre-registration here for your experience. And then away you go.
And there's so much going on. The tunnel's gone. They used to queue here for Walking Dead, Living Nightmare and Cabin in the Woods.
Yeah,
that's gone now. Oh
That's
boy.
still our accessible access round there as well, because this is a little bit of a steep ramp, so our accessible guests can still access the attraction through that way.
Oh my god, this is very exciting, Russ. Thank you so much.
Not long to go.
Can't wait to finally get in there. May
21st.
May 21st. It's going to be a long wait. Long wait. So just finally, we've made our way to this little clearing here in Lost City, and the team are very hard at work at the moment setting up this new marquee, which I have to say, Russ, we did get very excited. We thought it was Fright Nights related, but clearly not, as you told us in the hotel video. But just quickly, do you want to explain what this is for?
Absolutely, sorry to disappoint. It's not a pop-up all year round maze, I'm afraid, but it's a solution as part of the COVID regulations that was announced on the 22nd of February, which talked a lot about takeaway eating, and we want to provide as much space as possible for our guests to sit down and relax and enjoy some downtime. We didn't have that many covered seating on site, so we popped this up to the start of season. Anybody can come and sit here and eat from the park. It doesn't have to be from Cantina, so this will be open for all day guests, but in the evening this will actually be open on every night for the first 5 weeks, so our hotel guests from the Thorpe Park cabins can come down here and enjoy an enhanced Cantina menu through table service.
That's brilliant, and as I mentioned earlier, there's lighting in there, so it's going to be really picturesque looking over the lake and stuff. And obviously, if it does rain, we've got somewhere nice to be sheltered.
Yeah, absolutely. If it is raining, we've got somewhere covered, we've got lighting in there, we've got heating in there. You may still want to bring a blanket or a jumper just in case. But yeah, we're doing our best to ensure that even our cabins guests have got somewhere that they can relax in the evening.
Yeah, and I believe that brings us to the end of everything you have to show us.
I think so. We've done a big lap, haven't we?
Oh yes, it's been absolutely brilliant, and it's not long to go at all now before the park opens. Very, very exciting. I've got to ask, obviously we've got Black Mirror to look forward to, and other rides opening like The Walking Dead, Darren Brown Ghost Train. I presume there's a good event lineup that's yet to be announced.
Absolutely. So for our events, I think over the last few years we've done some pretty cool events, and Oktoberfest was brand new last year. So we've got Oktoberfest coming back in on 3rd of September. Fright Nights, 20 Years of Fear will be hitting us on the 7th of October on selected dates through to the 31st of October. And who knows, there may even be yet more that we can announce in the due course for the summer.
Very exciting, very exciting. But yeah, thank you so much for today, Russ. It's been an absolute pleasure as always. And yeah, look forward to seeing you about at the park again when it opens.
Indeed.
And yeah, otherwise, thank you all very much for watching this video. If you've enjoyed, be sure to leave a thumbs up, and I'm so excited to get back to the park on Monday. Thank you all for watching. My name's TheJackSilkstone. Goodbye.
Dripped out, now I'm vibing. Link with the boys, jump straight to the island. Silkstone flex on a wave like Tidal. Style so crazy, I hit it in a silence.